Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Racing Show here at RacePlazaMedia.
My name is Milan.
My name is Pia, and today we watched something new this weekend, guys. For the very first time,
Yes.
It's only the second round of races this past weekend, and I have to say, I'm so glad we watched it.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
So watch the intro and you'll find out what we watched this weekend.
Or if you read the title.
Or that.
All right. So, what did we watch?
We watched the second round of races of the World Women's Circuit Racing Championship, which is a motorcycle championship, a single manufacturer motorcycle championship that is brand new. This year is
First
the inaugural season, exactly. And I'll be making a video to break down this championship a little bit more. It will come out this weekend, so stay tuned for that. I'm so excited about it.
Yes.
I do have to say, I was a little nervous going into it
Oh,
because
really?
I really wanted it to be good.
Oh, of course.
Because, I know that there's automatically going to be a lot of shit on it just because of women motorcycle racing and stuff. So I just wanted it to be good, especially also because we've been falling in love with MotoGP.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is, of course, different.
It is different because they are kind of partnered with the
World Superbike Championship.
So the cool thing is, before we go on with
Yeah.
that one, is also that if you want to watch the World Superbike Championship, there's actually a subscription that you have to pay for that. However, because they're in their inaugural season, like you said, you can currently watch it for free on YouTube, which is really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Because you literally get everything. It's like the race itself is about 30 minutes.
Yeah, about.
And then you have like the podium ceremony, the interviews afterwards and stuff like that. So
all
you
of
get
it.
everything for free on YouTube, and that's
And it's
just lit.
it's up. It's like immediately.
Yeah,
I'm
there's no
pretty
delay.
Yeah, exactly. I think they live stream the race potentially. We didn't get to watch it live because it was in England this weekend in Donington Park, so time difference was a little bit tricky. But boy, oh boy, what a fun races those were.
Yes.
I mean, it came out pretty quickly that just like in MotoGP, the Spanish and the Italian racers seem to be the more dominant one.
The Spanish ones.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely dominant. I don't know if this is also like, because this is, you're obviously with this championship at the moment, and I think it's kind of has like an equivalent of like the F1 Academy. You're throwing a lot of people in there also who have very different degrees of experience.
Yes.
For example, in F1 Academy right now, you have, for example, Leah Block as a driver in there who actually has won championships, but just never in an open wheel
single
car
seat,
or single seater, right? So this is her first season getting exposed to that, and she's doing really, really well.
Yeah.
So you kind of have that there too. However, I just want to say, it's just like, it doesn't really take away from the competitiveness or from the excitement of watching the race.
No, it was so much fun to watch, especially, I mean, the majority attention got the first group of riders because after like the first, second, third lap, you notice some degree of separation between different groups of drivers.
Yeah, kind of like how it is with
like anywhere, yes.
Yeah.
And so, but then of course the main focus, because it's such a short race, was just on the front group usually, because so much happened, like so much beautiful overtaking.
Yes, and especially I think in this track, in England, it only had like really 2 overtaking opportunities. So usually people went either in T4 or in T9 for it. However, so talking about race 1, we had essentially the top 5 being separated from another set of group. I think it was the top 5, then it was 6 to place 9, I think, and then again like 10th place and whatever they were in their own group. But the first race, the amount of overtaking and changing of positions was absolutely insane. So you have Maria Herrera, who's currently the championship leader.
Yes. Because she's won now 3 out of the 4 races that have happened so far this season. They have 6 rounds of races this season with 2 races each round. So currently we completed round 2. First round was in Misano, Italy, I believe. This round was now in Donington Park, UK. Don't ask me where the next round is. We'll figure that out because we'll watch it. But Yes. So Maria Herrera is currently the overall championship leader.
Yeah, so she was also kind of battling with Ana Carrasco.
Yes.
They clearly, based on from what we can tell, know each other. They're both Spanish women.
Yes.
And so clearly they probably grew up racing against each other, because I'm assuming there's also not that many women out there that you're driving against, especially on a higher, on a much more competitive level.
Yes.
And so they were kind of battling for first place. Anna had gotten pole position. However, Maria had the much better start. So she kind of took the lead. Then, however, they started switching between first and second, back and forth all the time.
Yes.
And then towards the end, and this was on the last lap.
I mean, the last couple of laps.
Last 3 laps, I would say this happened. All of a sudden, this was second to last lap, because Anna made the jump to
pass Maria
to be in first position, and we both agreed. We were like, oh, we thought she's gonna wait one more lap to make the move, because usually
there was this one straight where you had slipstream where
you could slingshot around.
Exactly.
And this is exactly how they've been trading positions back and forth every time. So someone would pass, then the other person would slingshot around the next.
Yeah.
So we both thought she was gonna wait for it and do it the second or in the last lap.
Yeah. So there's no other opportunity for Maria, of course,
to do that same trick again. However, then something happened, and because the top 5 were so tight, Maria got caught off guard, and then all of a sudden the third and fourth place both passed her too, so she ended up getting kicked off of the podium and finished P4. That was absolutely insane, and this literally all happened in the second to last and last lap.
But I mean,
insane.
The entire race, there was constant back and forth. If it wasn't the first group, it wasn't the second group. I mean, there was so much on-track action. And then, the last couple of laps were just insane. And then there was a little bit further back, there was also a crash in the last lap, last turn going into the final straight.
Oh, this was so unfortunate.
Which was, really unfortunate also because it was the single German driver was involved in that, and she ended up getting a 3-second penalty at the end too.
Also, we were really excited because there is a Dominican driving there too. So very, very excited that I think her name is Krista.
Yeah, Crystal.
And then, but it was really, really unfortunate that she got a penalty, but it was deserved because she did a dive bomb there, and it was just no way she probably been able to make that corner if she would have not
put her elbows out a little bit much.
However, really, really cool. Second race, last corner, she did again a move, and this time around she got it. She was able to make it stick. She didn't knock anyone down, and she jumped 2 positions.
Yeah, she ended up coming in 7th for the second race, which was beautiful. I mean, guys, you definitely have to watch it. It's free. It's on YouTube, and it's really short. Yeah, I would say it's about 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, so the video itself is 58 or 45 minutes, I think, each.
But the race is 12 laps.
So we skip through the front. We just really start watching around formation lap.
Yeah.
And then we do sometimes like to watch the post-race interviews, but this is obviously your discretion.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
This is the same thing that we always talk about Formula 4. It is competitive, and it's so exciting. And I'm not saying you can't tell that they're not going as fast as MotoGP, but the competitiveness and the excitement is still there.
Because you still have the action. They're still at high speeds. They're still lying down in the corners, and they're making these insane takeovers.
And there's also of course the bikes are slower, right? But because the track is or the amount of time that they're racing is a little bit less long, obviously, they're more inclined to, I feel to just really push, because we've had people setting best time, and because they know we don't have that much time to race, and I probably don't have to do that much tire saving, and then I can just fucking send it, you know?
But it's also, I think it's also these women have this international platform, which they hopefully will get more attention towards themselves, so they want to
sponsorships for other
exactly so they want to show what they can do, and they only have 12 laps to do it, so they're gonna go full out. And I mean, there's also been crashes. Unfortunately, during the first race, it was a really bad crash where a woman, she had to get surgery because of a brain bleed that happened. So I mean, there's a lot that happens, a lot of great action too on the track.
Not that the accident was great.
No. I meant outside of that, a lot of great on track action, pushing it to the limit. And that all in like a short bit, so you don't have too much anxiety.
Yes. So the first race ended up then with Ana Carrasco getting her first win of the season, getting that in there. Then we had Beatriz Naila. And then we had Sarah Sanchez, which she also has a very interesting record.
Yeah.
Which, like, of course, we have now completed 4 races of the season so far, but every race she has been on the podium.
Yep.
The only thing it's missing now is that she gets the W in there.
Yeah, exactly.
That she makes it to the top step, because Maria has been kind of hogging it.
Yeah, but so the first 4 in the first race are all Spanish. Then for the second race, the same thing. And then both times, never mind. I was going to say both times coming in 5th was the Italian racer, but she had an incident in the second race. So because she was on 5th place this whole time for the second race too, until she got into like a kerfuffle.
Well, she got in a kerfuffle pretty early on.
I mean, I would say like halfway through the race. Which is 10 minutes. So
and then it was very interesting, because in race 1, she actually for a long time she was like doing fastest lap, and I was telling you, like, if she could just pass the person in front of her, she gets a little bit clean air.
Yeah.
But she was not able to make any type of moves.
No, not this time.
I don't know if she was just a little bit more hesitant or something like that, but it was very interesting, because there was action between 3 and 4, and there was action between 1 and 2, and 5 was right there.
Yeah.
They were all almost like within a second and a half of each other or something like that.
It was really close.
She was not able to, maybe she was like, I'll take the 5 over a risky 4. I don't know.
Consistency. I mean, you get points.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's always
Instead
good.
of, crashing out. And especially on the bikes, it happens so easily.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, it was a great race. And then for the second race, Maria ended up coming in first in front of Anna. And then we have Sarah Sanchez again on the podium, like you've mentioned. And then in 5th this time, we had an Israeli rider, Ron Yachai? Yeah.
Yeah, so again, very dominant performance by the Spaniards.
Yes, 100%.
Absolutely insane. But I think this will be really, really cool to see more, because obviously there's a lot of riders out there with a lot of potential, but some drivers who, because we have people like from South Africa, from Mexico, from Australia, so we have people from all over the world, and they might not be as familiar with these European tracks, depending on what their racing history is, right? So hopefully once they move around a little bit, maybe people who haven't done so well in the first 2 tracks will have maybe a track that they favor well, and so we'll get more competitiveness even in there.
But I'm super excited about the season. So these 2 first races were it was definitely interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to the next race, which should be sometime in July. I don't know for sure, but we'll put it on our calendar, and we'll mention it during our what to watch videos. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you have 20 minutes, check out the first or the second race. It'll definitely be worth your time.
If you only want to watch one of them, just watch the first one.
Yes.
If you're willing to watch both, of course, watch both. But if you only want to watch one, watch the first one, just because the front was insane.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. So much fun.
Yeah, so let us know if you guys watched it, if you guys tuned in, or if you guys watched any other motor racing this weekend. We have another video coming out tomorrow about the Formula 4 British Championship, which we watched, which was very, very exciting as well. They actually do 3 races, so you get even more content.
Yes, and there's a lot more racers also on the track. And then this time, of course, we have a lot more women joining the Formula 4 British Championship. So it's exciting to see them as well. But yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tasty tuned.
Tune in for that tomorrow. We'll talk about that more. And then again, keep an eye out for my video about the World Women's Circuit Racing Championship, so you can find out a little bit more about it. I'm honestly excited to make the video. From the research that I've done, I'm really excited. I'm very looking forward to watching this whole season of this. So hopefully either this video or the upcoming video will entice you to check it out as well. It will definitely be worth your time.
Exactly. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, and comment. The usual YouTube jazz.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye-bye.